Power in Brazil, mixed signals. How to identify and capture energy-related opportunities. I am Rafael Hertzberg, an energy consultant based in São Paulo, Brazil. Our agenda will cover the spot power prices, a comparison with what is happening today vis-a-vis the past years, the national hydro reservoirs, and this is very important because 70% of our power matrix is hydro. What's the country's power demand for 2018? What's the most likely 2018 scenario? What are the options as seen by end users, and about the decision-making process? The spot power prices as published by the Brazilian power clearinghouse CCEE is shown in this slide. The green line represents what happened in 2016, the blue line in 2017, and the red line in 2018. And what can be seen here is very dramatic. Every year the spot power prices are increasing and significantly, and this is the major aspect I would like to bring to your attention, because officially our regulators, the ISO guys and the energy ministry, they all tell the same story, that everything is very well and there is nothing to worry about. But in my opinion, we are coming to a very dramatic situation because the spot power prices are increasing by the year. This is the current situation of our national reservoirs per region. The southeast is about 32%, the south region 83%, the northeast 18%, and the north 36%. The weighted average is 33%. It means that right now the stored amount of water that is available for consumption is 96 gigawatts month. And this has to be compared with the nominal capacity of our reservoirs of 290 gigawatt months. The demand side of this equation is shown here. Right now the country is consuming about 69 gigawatt average. It means the national country's consumption. As indicated in the previous slide, our reservoirs, they currently have stored about 96 gigawatt month in water. It means that we have only 1.4 months of national power consumption available. And the point I would like to bring to your attention is that the rainy season has only 1.5 months to go. Bottom line is, at least from my perspective, the yellow light is blinking. The 2018 scenario, as I see it, is based on three assumptions. Lower reservoirs will stress future low-cost energy. Therefore, more expensive thermal power plants will have to be dispatched. And last but not least, as the country is increasing and significantly solar and wind energy, because of this, a lot more thermal power plants will have to be dispatched, especially at the end of the day when you have a significant drop of the solar production, and throughout the day we also have very important variations of the wind energy, and because of that we will have to have more thermal power plants as a backup of our system. All these items combined they point to higher future power prices. My first recommendation is locking prices for future delivery now. And why is that? Because right now, ongoing power prices for this quarter or even for the long term, these prices are very competitive these days, and so far these prices have not been contaminated by what I have just disclosed in the previous slides. So it is my guess that locking now is a very good move as opposed to locking in the future. Of course, there are very interesting options when it comes to physical projects, and by that I mean at least 4 opportunities. Energy efficiency, and by that I mean low cost or no cost solutions, basically to reduce waste of energy. The second option is energy efficiency, but then I would say that we are looking for projects that require investments, and these projects might fly because expected future prices are on the rise. The third option is, of course, going for a different energy source portfolio, including natural gas or LNG, biomass, solar, etc. And the last option is, of course, developing demand response. And by that I mean, right now in Brazil, the north of the country is already developing a pilot program, and in about 1 year we are supposed to have demand response replicated to the whole country. And preparing for demand response takes time because it's not so easy as it seems. So these are the projects that I would like to consider. And here comes one of the most important aspects, the decision-making process. We have to consider at least 5 very important points. First is making sure that we agree on the scenarios to consider. The second is what kind of business arrangements are we willing to go for. One classical example is if this end user is interested in purchasing assets or locking a commodity contract, for instance. It's a completely different situation. The third aspect, of course, is very important, is mapping the risks at stake, because every other solution that we might consider, these solutions are associated with risks. And of course, then we have to compare all alternatives, considering the advantages, the disadvantages, and the risks at stake. And the final and most important point is deciding, locking options, and go for it. Thank you very much for watching this video, and here goes my contact information. I am looking forward to hearing from you.